Before this story ends, ask yourself one question: if everything you own disappeared tomorrow, would the people you love still love you? Stay with me until the final moment, because what happens at the end will change how you see family forever. And if stories that touch your heart and open your eyes matter to you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps these stories reach more people who need them. The rain was falling lightly when Arjun Malhotra stepped off the old bus at the edge of his hometown. The village sign was rusted, the paint peeling, but the name still stirred something deep inside him. He hadn't been back in 22 years. In that time, he had become a self-made millionaire, the owner of multiple construction firms across 3 countries. His face had appeared in business magazines, his name spoken in boardrooms with respect. Yet now, he stood there wearing faded clothes, cracked sandals, and a small cloth bag slung over his shoulder. No car, no assistance, no hint of wealth. To anyone watching, he looked like a man who had failed at life. Arjun took a slow breath. This wasn't a game to him. It was a test born from years of quiet doubt. When he left home at 18 with nothing but ambition, his family had called him foolish. Some had mocked him, some had warned him he would crawl back one day. Over the years, as success came, he sent money anonymously. Hospital bills paid, school fees covered, roofs repaired after storms. His family never knew it was him. And now, after building an empire, one question haunted him more than any business risk ever had: if he returned with nothing, would his family still open their doors? His childhood home stood at the end of a narrow lane. The walls were still the same dull yellow, cracked in places. The gate creaked as he pushed it open. His heart pounded harder with every step. He knocked. The door opened slowly. His younger brother Ramesh stood there, older now, lines carved into his face by years of struggle. For a moment, Ramesh stared, confused. Then his eyes widened. "Arjun," he whispered. Arjun managed a small smile. "Yes, it's me." Ramesh's expression shifted, not to joy, but to shock mixed with discomfort. His eyes quickly scanned Arjun from head to toe. The worn clothes, the tired eyes. You came back?" Ramesh asked, stepping aside reluctantly. Inside, the house smelled of boiled rice and damp walls. Their mother sat on a wooden chair, her hair completely white now, her hands trembling slightly as she held a cup of tea. When she saw Arjun, the cup slipped from her fingers and shattered on the floor. "My son," she cried, standing up with effort. Arjun rushed forward and held her. For a moment, it felt like everything he had missed came crashing into his chest. Her embrace was warm, real, unconditional. Tears streamed down her face as she touched his cheeks, his shoulders, as if checking whether he was real. But the warmth didn't last long. His sister-in-law entered the room and froze. Her eyes narrowed, not with surprise, but calculation. "So, you're back," she said flatly. That night, Arjun slept on the floor with a thin blanket. No one offered him the spare bed. Over dinner, questions came, sharp and uncomfortable. "What were you doing all these years?" Ramesh asked. "Just odd jobs," Arjun replied. Things didn't work out. The room fell silent. His sister-in-law clicked her tongue. "We barely manage as it is," she said. Another mouth to feed. Their mother shot her a warning look, but said nothing. Days passed, and Arjun saw the truth more clearly with each sunrise. He was given chores no one wanted. Fetching water, cleaning the yard. He overheard whispers at night about how long he planned to stay. Neighbors came to see the failed son who returned. Some looked at him with pity, others with quiet satisfaction. Only his mother treated him the same. She saved extra food for him, even when it meant eating less herself. Late at night, she would sit beside him and stroke his hair. "You being here is enough," she said softly. But the real blow came a week later. Ramesh sat Arjun down one evening, avoiding eye contact. "Listen, brother," he began, "things are tight. My wife's brother is coming to stay. We don't really have space." Arjun nodded slowly. "I understand. There's a shed near the old fields," Ramesh continued. "You could stay there for now. Just temporary." The words hit harder than any insult. Arjun smiled weakly. "Temporary is fine." That night, his mother cried quietly, apologizing over and over. Arjun held her hand and told her not to worry. Inside, his heart was breaking, but he reminded himself why he was here. The shed was small, damp, and cold. But from there, Arjun watched his family closely. He noticed how his brother's children avoided him after their mother warned them not to ask him for things. He saw how relatives who once accepted anonymous help now treated him like a burden. And yet, every morning, his mother walked all the way to the shed with warm food wrapped in cloth. One afternoon, Arjun overheard a conversation that finally answered his deepest question. His sister-in-law was speaking to a neighbor. "If he stays, our problems will double," she said. "He has nothing, no future. Some people are just born useless." Arjun closed his eyes. The test was over. The next morning, a black SUV rolled into the village, raising clouds of dust. People gathered, whispering. Men in suits stepped out. One of them asked loudly, "Where is Mr. Arjun Malhotra?" Ramesh's face drained of color. Arjun walked forward from the shed, calm and composed. "I'm here." The village fell silent. The man bowed slightly. "Sir, the board meeting is waiting. We've been looking for you." Shock rippled through the crowd. Phones came out. Whispers turned into gasps. Ramesh stumbled forward. Brother, what is this?" Arjun turned to his family, his voice steady but heavy with emotion. "I wanted to come home as I left. With nothing. To see if love here depended on who I was, or what I had." Tears filled his mother's eyes as she realized the truth. She clutched his arm. "I knew," she whispered. "A mother always knows." Arjun looked at Ramesh and his wife. "I never came to judge. I came to understand." He turned back to the crowd. "This house, this village, survived many years because of kindness. Not money. And kindness is what makes a family rich." Later that day, Arjun arranged for his mother to move into a comfortable home with him. He ensured his brother's children would have education and opportunities, but with conditions. Respect, gratitude, responsibility. Some relationships healed, some never did, and Arjun accepted that too. As the SUV drove away, his mother held his hand, smiling through tears. Arjun looked back one last time, not with anger, but with clarity. Because sometimes, losing everything, at least in appearance, is the only way to discover what truly matters. If this story moved you, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that wealth can build houses, but only love can build homes.